God damn. It's been a fucking month since I did this. Anyway. Hey guys. What's up, my people? You should me. My 14. And fucking back again with the fucking reading reacting to Creepypastas. And yeah, it's Ben Johnson this episode, so we're gonna fucking do this. Obviously I'm gonna look at the comments. Pretty sure there's only 2 comments on the last video, but fuck it. We're gonna look at them. Ignore the hero. Anyway. Yeah, I know it's been a month. I don't know any other creepypastas. I don't know which one to do after this. People give me suggestions. Please. Anyway. I doubt people are gonna watch this anyway. Anyway. I doubt there's even like a remake of it or whatever. I guess we'll see. Freaking Juice WRLD picture. Wait, I just got a Daz Games video from 5 years ago. Wow. I forgot I was watching him. Anyway. Just go do my channel every fucking time. It's fucking anyway. I swear, every time you look me up, it's goddamn anyway. Yeah, great fucking thumbnails of this. I should probably explain one video though, because it was on Instagram. It was like what my characters would do if they saw me die, because you guys know my characters are back. I'll try to explain it. So obviously Vice would just be like, you know, mad because unironically Vice does give a shit about me. He would, you know, probably break down and be like, nah, you know, something like that, you know, or like scream in rage because, you know, and Vice, he would walk in and find out who did it. Inspector, he would look at Marigi, be like, and Marigi, you know, being sad, he'd be like that. And then I did this at the end, but with one hand. That was not a salute. I was trying to pretend like I was flying. But obviously, I was holding the camera, so I just had to do this. He was flying. The Spectre can fly. Is he the only character? Yeah, he's technically the only character that can fly. Yeah. Yeah, he is. Yeah, Spectre is the only character that can technically fly. Everybody else, I mean, in the world, I think now I can't. Because, you know, I think I could just, like, in that world, I would probably just, you know, have it, like, instant transmission. I'm saying in that world because I know it's not fucking real. I'm not stupid. But yeah. Therefore. Okay, where the let me see if I can find the video. Hashtag ABI. Yeah, because I keep rewatching this fucking video. Anyway. Look at the fucking cameras. I don't know what the fuck that was. That scared me. Anyway. Okay, so one person said goated. One Brian, so thank you about that. Why the fuck did this one person that tab Mareem222 say, why do you and the baby look alike? Yeah, but what? Anyway. He black, I'm Mexican. Anyway. Anyway. Yeah, we're gonna do bend round. Like to be fucking. What are you saying? Sound? I'm scared. Yeah, we're gonna do this. If it can load. Just waiting for the fucking thing to load. Yeah, I found it. Okay, I found it. Cleverbot conversations here? What the fuck? Whatever. Okay, so apparently the other name is Haunted Majora's Mask. That's weird. And it's apparently a game. So it says Alexis Hall, also known as Judiciable, made the story. And of course, it's the thing. I think it's right here. Yeah, there's a pasta. Is this it? Yeah, okay. I found the pasta. Okay, so this is the pasta. What the fuck is all of that on that side? Anyway, but yeah, we're gonna do this and hopefully find some fucking reenactments of this, but we'll see. So it says, okay, there's 5 posts for this. So it says post 1, September 7th, 2010. It says, okay, I need your help with this. This is not a creepypasta, it's a long read, but I feel like my safety or well-being could very well depend on this. It's video game related. Specifically, Majora's Mask. And it's the creepiest shit that's ever happened to me in my entire life. It speaks like me. Anyway. Sorry, I'm dying. Having said that, I recently moved into my dorm room starting as a sophomore in college. Oh, sorry. So I got confused for a second. Anyway, I haven't read the story, so I got confused. Don't judge. Anyway. I recently moved into my dorm room starting as a sophomore in college, and a friend of mine gave me his old Nintendo 64. Sorry, I like Nintendo 64. Anyway, I was stoked to say the least. I could finally play all those old games of my youth that I hadn't touched in at least a decade. His Nintendo 64 came with one yellow controller and a rather shoddy copy of Smash Brothers, Super Smash Bros. Well, beggars can't be choosers. Needless to say, it didn't take long until I became bored of beating up level 9 CPUs. Oh yeah, I forgot it goes up to level 9. That weekend, I decided to drive around a few neighborhoods, about 20 minutes or so off campus, hitting up the local garage sales, hoping to score on some good deals from some ignorant parents. I ended up picking up a copy of Pokemon Stadium, GoldenEye, fuck yeah, F-Zero, and 2 other controllers for $2. You lucky son of a bitch, that will not happen today. Anyway. Satisfied, I began to drive out of the neighborhood when one last house caught my attention. I still have no idea why it did. There was no cars there, and only one table was set up with random junk on it. But something sort of drew me there. I usually trust my gut on these things, so I got out of the car and was greeted by an old man. His outward appearance was, well, lack for a better word, displeasing. It was odd. If you asked me to tell you why I've thought that, I couldn't really pinpoint anything. There's just something about him that put me on edge. I can't really explain it. All I can tell you is, get used to this, by the way. I suck at reading. All I can tell you is that if it wasn't in the middle of the afternoon and there were other people within shouting distance, I would not have even thought of approaching this man. He flashed a crooked smile at me, and that's what I was looking for. Immediately, I noticed that he must have been blind in one of his eyes. His right one had that glazed over look about it. What, like gray or cloudy? I don't know. I forced myself to look into his left eye instead, trying not to offend, and asked him if he had any old video games. I was already wondering how I could politely excuse myself from the situation when he told me he had no idea what a video game was. But to my surprise, he then said he had a few old ones in an old box. He assured me he'd be back in a jiffy, and had to turn back into the garage. Go down. As I watched him hobble away, I couldn't help but notice what he was selling on his table. Littered across it were peculiar paintings, various artworks that were like ink blots that a psychiatrist might show you. Curious, I looked through them. It was obvious why no one was visiting this guy's garage sale. These weren't exactly aesthetically pleasing. Looking at the last one, for some reason, it almost looked like Majora's Mask, the same heart-shaped body with little spikes protruding outward. Initially, I just thought that I was secretly hoping to find that game at this garage sale. Some free-to-win bullshit was projecting itself onto the ink blots, but given to the events that happened afterwards, I'm not so sure now. I should have asked the man about it. I wish I asked the man about it. Wow. Oh, fuck, I went too far. No. After staring at the Majora-shaped blot, I looked up and the old man was suddenly there again, arms length in front of me, smiling at me. I'll admit that I jumped out of reflex and laughed nervously as he handed me a Nintendo 64 cartridge. It was... It was the standard gray color, except with some unwritten Majora on it with permanent black... I said that wrong. Black permanent marker. I mixed the words around because I'm fucking retarded. Anyway. I got butterflies in my stomach as I realized what a coincidence this was, and I asked him how she wanted for it. The old man smiled at me and told me that I could have it for free. That it used to belong to a kid who was about my age that didn't live here anymore. There's something weird about how he phrased that, but I didn't really pay attention to it. I was too caught up in not only finding this game, but getting it for free. I reminded myself to be a bit skeptical because it looked like a pretty shitty cartridge and there was no guarantee that it would work. But the how the fuck do you say that? Optometrist inside me interjected. Maybe it was some kind of beta version or pirate version of the game. That was all I needed to get back on Cloud 9. So I do this just anyway. I think the man he smiled at me and wished me well, saying goodbye then. At least that's what it sounded like to me. What? All the way in the car ride home, I had a nagging doubt that he said something else. My fears were confirmed when I booted the game. To my surprise, it worked just fine. And there was just one save file, simply named Ben. Goodbye, Ben. He was saying goodbye, Ben. Sorry. Why did that catch me off guard anyway? I felt bad for the man. Obviously a grandparent and obviously going senile. I, for some reason or other, reminded him of his grandson, Ben. Out of curiosity, I looked at the save file. Eyeballing it, I could tell he was pretty far into the game. He had almost all of the mask and 3/4 of the boss remains. I noticed he's an owl statue to save his game. He was on day 3 and by the Stone Tower Temple with hardly an hour left before the moon would crash. I remember thinking it was a shame that he come so close to being in the game but never finished it. Fucking hell. Anyway, I made a new file named Link Out of Tradition and started the game, ready to relive my childhood. For such a shady looking cartridge, I was impressed on how smoothly it ran. Literally just like a retail copy of the game, save for a few minor hiccups here and there, like textures being where they shouldn't be and random flash to cutscenes at odd intervals, but nothing too bad. However, the only thing that was a little unnerving at the times was that the NPCs would call me Link and other times would call me Ben. I figured it was just a bug, a fluke in the programming causing our files to get mixed up or something. It did kind of creep me out for a while. Creep me out after a while though. You know, after I'd beaten the Woodfall Temple that we went to the safe house and deleted Ben. I didn't just preserve the file just out of respect of the game's original owner. It's not like I need 2 files anyway. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. Sorry. Hoping that it would solve my problem. It did, and it didn't. Now NPCs want to call me anything. Where my name should have been in the dialogue, there's just a blank space. My save file was still called Link though. Frustrated and with homework to do, I put the game down for a day. Why do you do homework? Anyway. That wheeze. I started playing it again last night, getting the lens of truth and working my way towards completing the Snow Temple. I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. I haven't played Majora's Mask. Anyway. Now, some of you hardcore Majora's Mask players know about the 4th day glitch. What? For those who don't, you can Google it. Okay? But the gist is that right as the clock about to hit the final, I'll just say 000, you know, the final, on the final day, you can tuck the astronomer and look through the telescope. If you time it right, the counter disappears and you essentially have another day to finish whatever you were doing. Does that still work? Excuse me. Deciding to Deciding to do the glitch to try and finish the Snowhead Temple, I happened to get it right on the first try, and the time counter at the bottom disappeared. That's what it does. However, when I press B to exit the telescope, instead of being greeted by the astronomer, I found myself in the Majora boss fight room at the end of the game, the trippy boxed-in area, staring at Skull Kid hovering above me. There was no sound, just him floating in the air. And the background music, which was regular for the area, but still creepy. What? And the background music, which was regular for the area. Okay, but still creepy. I said that wrong. Immediately, my palms were gonna sweat. This was definitely not normal. Skull Kid never appeared here. I tried moving around the arena, but nowhere I went, Skull Kid will always be facing me, looking at me but not saying anything. Nothing would happen though, and this kept up for around 60 seconds. I thought the game had bugged or something, but I was beginning to doubt that very much. It's cursed. Anyway, I was about to reach for the reset button when the text appeared on my screen. You're not sure why, but you apparently had a reservation. I instantly recognized that text. You get that message when you get the room key from Ann Chu at the stock put in. What the fuck does that mean? Anyway. I'm so lost. Anyway. But why was it playing here? I refuse to entertain the notion that it was almost as if the game was trying to communicate with me. I started to navigate the room again, testing to see if that was some sort of trigger that enabled me to interact with something here. Then I realized how stupid I was to even think that someone could reprogram the game like this was absurd. Sure enough, 15 seconds later, another message appeared on the screen, and again, like the first one, it was already a pre-existing phase. Go to the lair of the boss's temple, yes or no? I paused for a second, contemplating what I should press and how the game would react. When I realized I couldn't select no, taking a deep breath, I pressed yes, and the screen faded to white with the words "Dawn of a New Day" in the subtext. That's like a fucking barcode, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 7 or 8 eyes beneath it. Where I was poured to filled me with the most intense sense of dread and impending fear I've ever experienced. The only way I could describe the way I felt here is having this feeling of inexplicable depression on a profound scale. What the fuck? I am not a depressed person, lucky bastard. Sorry. But the way I felt here was a feeling that I didn't even know existed. It was such a twisted, powerful presence that seemed to wash over me. I'm not a depressed person, lucky fucking bastard. Sorry. Yes, I'm still depressed, shut up. Anyway, back to start. I appeared in some kind of weird Twilight Zone version of Clock Town. That's the main area, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I walked out of the clock tower, as you normally do from day one, only to find that all the inhabitants were gone. Usually with the 4th day glitch, you could still find the guards and the dog that runs around outside the tower. This time they were all gone. Where I placed them was this ominous feeling that there was something out there in the same area as me, and it was watching me. I had 4 hearts to my name and the hero's bow, but at this point I wasn't even concerned with my avatar. I felt that I personally was in some kind of danger. Oh my god. Sorry, I just read ahead. Perhaps the most chilling thing was the music. It was the Song of Healing, ripped straight from the game itself, but played in reverse. It got louder, building up, as you expect something to pop out at you, but nothing ever did, and the constant loop began to wear on my mental state. I will play that song, eventually. Man, you want to just before I say anything, that version of the Song of Healing is called the Song of Unhealing. Yeah. I'm just gonna say that right now. Every now and then, I would hear the faint laugh of the happy masked salesman in the background, just quiet enough so that I wasn't sure if I was just hearing things, but just loud enough to keep me determined to find him. I looked in all 4 zones of Clocktown only to find nothing. No one. Detectives were missing. The rest of Clocktown had me walking on air. The entire area felt broken. Hopelessly broken. As the reverse song of Healing Repeat for what must have been the 50th time. I would have lost my mind at that point. Anyway, I just remember standing in the middle of Clocktown, South Clocktown, realizing that I never felt so alone in a video game before. Play Mario Galaxy, it feels worse. Anyway, as I walked through the ghost town, I don't know whether it was the combination of out-of-place textures and the atmosphere, or the haunting melody of the once peaceful and soothing song being butchered and distorted, but I was literally on the verge of tears, and I had no idea why. I hardly ever cry. Something had gripped me here with its powerful sense of depression that was both foreign and crippling. You know how it fucking feels now, bitch. Anyway. I tried leaving Clocktown, but every time I attempted to zone out, the screen would fade to black and I would just zone into another part of Clocktown. I even tried to play Macarena. I wanted to escape. I did not want to be here. But every time I played the Song of Time or the Song of Soaring, it would only say, your notes echo far, but nothing happens. By this point, it was obvious the game didn't want me to leave, but I had no idea why it was keeping me here. I didn't want to go inside the buildings. I felt that I would be too vulnerable there to whatever I was terrified of. I don't know why, but I came up with that idea that maybe if I drowned myself in the laundry pool, I could spawn somewhere else and leave this place. Damn. Fuck. That went too far. As I zoned in and ran towards the hole, that's when it happened. Link grabbed his head, and the screen flashed for a brief moment of the happy masked salesman smiling at me. Not Link, me, with Skull Kid's scream playing in the background. I don't remember what it sounds like. Fuck. When the screen returned, I was staring at the Link statue from playing the song Elegy of Emptiness. I screamed as the thing stared back at me with that haunting facial expression. Oh yeah, that fucking statue. Sorry, I got confused for a second. The known statue. I turned around and ran out back into South Clocktown, and to my horror, the fucking statue followed me. That's how that would say it. The only thing I compare it to is like the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who. Elite reference. So every so often at random intervals, the animation would play of the statue appearing behind me. It's like the thing was chasing me, or I don't even want to fucking say it, haunting me. By this point, I was on the verge of hysterics, but not even once did the thought of turning off the console occur to me. I don't know why. I was so wrapped up in it. Terror felt all so real. I tried to stick the statue, but it would literally appear right behind me every single time. Link started to begin to make weird animations I had never seen him do before. He would flail his arms around or spaz randomly. Pretty sure it's like, this shit, when you glitch the game. That's probably what's going on. And the screen would come to the happy masked salesman smiling again for a brief moment before I was face to face with that fucking statue again. I'm sorry. I don't know why that gets you. Sorry. I'm sorry, that caught me off guard. Anyway, I ended up running into the Sword Master's dojo and to the back. I don't know why, but in my panic, I just wanted some kind of assurance that I wasn't alone here. To my dismay, I found no one, but as I turned to leave, the statue cornered me in the cubby in the back. I tried tagging my sword, but to no avail. Confused and back in the corner, I just stared at the statue, waiting for it to kill me. Suddenly, the screen flashed again to the happy masked salesman. Link turned to face my screen, standing upright and mirroring the statue, looking at me along with his copy, literally staring at me. Jesus, fuck. Whatever was left of the fourth wall was completely shattered when I ran out of the dojo, terrified. Suddenly, the game warped me to an underground tunnel, and the reverse song of healing. You know, I'm just gonna call it what it is. The song of unhealing queued up again, as I was given a brief moment of rest before the statue started appearing up behind me again. This time aggressively. I could only take a few steps before it summoned behind me again. I hurriedly made my way out of the tunnel and appeared in southern Clocktown again. As I ran aimlessly, in a sheer panic, suddenly a re-dead screamed out. Fuck. Sorry, I fucking hate re-deads. And the screen faded to black as dawn of a new day, and that random text appeared again. A re-dead? Those fucking things are terrifying. Even fucking... Okay, a side tangent. Those re-deads are fucking terrifying. The only time I've seen them was in fucking, Wind Waker. Those fuckers are terrifying. Anyway. The screen faded in, and I was standing on top of the clock tower with Skull Kid hovering above me again, silent. I looked up and the moon was back, looming just meters above my head. The Skull Kid just stared at me hauntingly with that fucking mask. Yeah, God. A new song was playing. The Stone Tower Temple theme played in reverse. Oh my God. In some sort of desperate attempt, I cooked my bow and fired a shot at the Skull Kid. It actually hit him and played an animation of him reeling back. I fired again, and on the third arrow, a text box appeared saying, "That won't do you any good." That's scary. I was picked up off the ground and levitated up towards my back. Link screamed as he burst to flames, instantly killing him. Holy shit! Anyway... I jumped when this happened. I'd never seen this move used by anyone in the game, and Skull Kid himself didn't have any moves. As the death screen played, my lifeless body still burning. The Skull Kid laughed, and the screen faded to black, only to have me reappear in the same place. I decided to charge him, but the same thing happened. Link's body was linked up to the ground by some unknown force, and he immediately burst into flames again, killing him. This time, during the death screen, the faint sounds of the Song of Unhealing could be heard. On my third and final try, I noticed that there was no music playing this time. All there was eerie silence. I remember that in the original counter with Skull Kid, you're supposed to use the ocarina to either travel back in time or summon the giants. I attempted to play the Song of Time, but before I could hit the last note, Link's body once again horrifically exploded into flames and he died. Jesus Christ. I'm disturbed right now. As the death screen neared its end, it began to chug as if the cartridge was trying to process a lot of something. When the scream came to, it was the same scene as the first 3 times, except this time Link was lying on the ground, dead in a position I'd never seen in the game before. His head was tilted towards the camera with the Skull Kid floating above him. I couldn't move. I couldn't press any buttons. All I could do was stare at Link's dead body. After 30 seconds of this, the game simply faded out, showing the message, "You met with a terrible fate, have you?" Before kicking you out to the title screen. Wow. Upon getting back to the title screen starting again, I noticed my save file was no longer there. Instead of Link, it was replaced with your turn. Or it was replaced with your turn. Sorry. Your turn had 3 hearts, 0 mask, and no items. I selected your turn. Sorry. And was immediately returned to the clock tower where scene of my dead Link and the Skull Kid hovering over with the Skull Kids laughing, looping again and again. I quickly hit the reset button, and when the game booted up again, there was one more save file added below your turn entitled Ben. Ben's save file was right back where it was before I deleted it, at the Stone Tower Temple with the moon almost crashing. I turned the game off at that point. I'm not superstitious, but this is way too fucked up even for me. I haven't played it all today. Hell, I didn't even get any sleep last night. I just kept hearing the Song of Unhealing music in my head and remembering the sense of dread I felt exploring Clocktown. I drove back to the old man's house, asking the questions with a buddy of mine. No way was I going there alone. only to find there was a for sale sign in the front yard. When I rang the door, no one was home. Fuck. So now I'm back here writing the rest of my thoughts, recording what happened. Sorry if this has some grammatical errors or whatnot. I'm running on no sleep here. I'm terrified of this game. Even more so now, I relived it the second time writing all this down. But I feel like there's still more to it than meets the eye. And I feel like there's something calling to me to investigate this further. I think Ben is something in this equation, but I don't know what. And if I can get a hold of the old man, then I'll be able to find some answers. I need another day or two to recuperate before tackling this game again. I feel like it's already taken a toll on my sanity, but next time I do this, I will be recording my footage all the way through. The idea to record it only came to me towards then, so you see the last few minutes of what I saw, including Skulkita and the LG statue, but it's on YouTube here. It's showing it. I'll show the video afterwards, actually. Like any video on this, I'll show afterwards. I'm gonna stay in this story a little longer before I fall asleep and answer any questions you guys might have, or hopefully listen to your ideas or theories to help me shed light on this, or things that I should try to do. I think I'm gonna try to play Ben's file tomorrow and see what happens. Maybe maybe I was supposed to do that all along. I don't believe in paranormal shit, but this is a little fucked up. But maybe this Ben guy is just a really good hacker programmer. I don't want to think of alternatives if he isn't. Let's end the Creepypasta. Or copy paste. Fuck. I say Creepypasta, goddammit. I'm hoping that maybe this is some kind of running gag the developers had, and that other people have gotten gag or hacked copies of the games like this. This really just scares me. And that was the first post. Should I read all of it? Fuck it. We're gonna read all of it. Okay, so this is post 2. This is September 8th of 2010. I'm gonna post what happened and link the video footage, but last night everything got too real for me. I think I'm done messing around with this. I passed out pretty much immediately after making that thread. But last night, the LG of emptying the statue, I had a dream about it. I dreamed that it was following me in my dream, that I would be minding my own business, and when I feel my neck hair stand up on end, I would turn around and that thing, that horrible, lifeless statue, would be staring with those empty eyes right at me, merely inches away. In my dream, I remember calling it Ben, and never before had I had a dream that I could remember so vividly. But the important thing is I did get some sleep, I suppose. That's scary. Okay. Today, I'm putting off playing the game as long as I could. I drove back up to that neighborhood to see if the old man came back. As I expected, the car was still gone and no one was home. As I was walking to my car, the man next door mowing the grass killed the power to his lawnmower and asked me if I was looking for someone. I told him I was looking to talk to the old man that lived here, to which he told me what I already knew. He was moving, trying a different avenue. I asked if the old man had any family or relatives I can talk to. I discovered this old man had never been married, nor did he have any children or grandchildren through adoption. So I became worried. I asked one final question, one that I should ask in the beginning. Who was Ben? The man's expression turned grim, and I learned 4 doors down, around 8 years ago on April 23rd. The man informed me that it was the same day as his anniversary. That's how he knew the specific date. There was an accident with a young boy named Ben in the neighborhood shortly after his parents moved. And despite any further attempts to talk to the man to get information, he wouldn't divulge in anything else. Well, damn. Oh god, here we go. I went back in and started playing the game again. I load up the game and immediately jump at the title screen where the mask flies by. The song that played was on double whoosh sound. It was something more high-pitched, and I pressed start, bracing for the worst. But just like 2 nights ago, the files "Your Turn" and "Ben" were displayed. Truly told, I looked at the Ben file earlier. It seemed to fluctuate between displaying the "I will save" and not. I brought up the Ben file, hesitated for a moment, noticing the stats were not the same as they originally were 2 days ago. It seemed like he had already completed the stone temple tower this time. Summoning my courage, I selected it. Immediately, I was thirsting to complete chaos. Sure enough, I was outside the stone tower temple, but that was all that was expected. The zone itself wasn't called Stone Tower Temple, but rather Stone. And immediately a dialogue box of complete gibberish that I couldn't make out greeted me. Link's body was distorted, his body cocked back violently to the side where his posture was permanently disfigured. Of this shit. I've seen a video of that. Anyway. Link's expression was dull, almost monotonous. He had an expression on his face that I didn't recognize before. It was a blank look, as if he was dead. As Link stood there, his body spasmed erratically back and forth. I examined what had become my avatar, and I noticed a C button item I'd never seen before, some kind of note, but pressing it did nothing. Sounds played back and forth that I recognized from the game, almost demonic in nature, and there was some high-pitched yip or some kind of laugh playing in the background. Or some kind of laugh or something playing in the background. I had all of 2 minutes to take in the environment before another one of those fucking elegy of emptiness statues was summoned, and I was immediately cut into the dawn of a new day text. Except this time as well, the random subtext. I was a Deku scrub in Clocktown. This scene would only play after the first time you travel back in time. Tayo, or I don't know how to say that, would say, "What just happened?" as if everything has, but instead of saying "started over," she finished her remark in broken text. That's the laugh of the happy mask salesman play in the background. God damn. I hate that fucking thing. Sorry. Let's put back in control of my character, but from a fucked up camera angle. I was looking behind the door to the clock tower, watching my avatar run around as a Deku scrub. Seeing as I really had no place to go, and I couldn't see anything, I begrudgingly went inside the door. There, I was met by the happy masked salesman, who simply told me, "You met with a terrible fate, haven't you?" before the screen widened out. That's such a good line, I'm sorry. I don't know why, it's such a good line, just, "You met with a terrible fate, haven't you?" That's a good line, I'm sorry. Anyway, I was in Termina Field as a human again. I might as well not even been playing the same game anymore. At this point, it's not. I was being warped around and there was no sign of a day clock or anything. I took a moment to get my bearings as I looked around the field and immediately could tell this was not normal. There was no enemies and a twisted version of the Happy Mask Salesman theme was playing. I decided to run towards Woodfall before I noticed a gathering of 3 figures off to the side, one of them be Epona. "Oh, that's your horse." As I approached them, to my horror, I saw the happy masked salesman, the skull kid, and the LG emptiness statue just standing there. I figured maybe they were bugged out, but by now I just told myself I should know better. Yeah, you should. Nevertheless, I approached them carefully and found that the skull kid was playing some kind of owl animation on a loop. Same with Epona, and the LG emptiness statue was doing what it was always doing all along. Just standing there, eerily. It was a happy masked salesman that scared me more profoundly than the other two. He too was idle, wearing that shit-eating grin, but wherever I moved, his head slowly turned and followed me. I had not engaged in any dialogue with him, nor was I in combat with him, and his head still continued to follow my movements, reminding me of my first encounter with Skull Kid on top of Clock Tower. I pulled out my ocarina to the game, put a ding sound when you're supposed to play your ocarina, and try a song I haven't played yet. the Happy Mask Salesman Elton song. And the song has been playing on loop back in day 4, the Song of Healing. I finished playing the song, and as I did, an ear-piercing shriek blasted on my TV. The sky immediately started flashing, and the Happy Mask Salesman Twisted theme song sped up, intensifying the fear inside of me, and then exploded into flames and died. Jesus Christ, what is this thing? What is that thing? Well, that was like 4 times already? Jesus Christ. Sorry. Anyway. The 3 figures stay lit up during my death screen as they watch my lifeless body burn. I can't describe you how sudden and terrifying the transition from eerie to terror it is. You have to watch the video if you want to see it firsthand. The one you put in there? Okay, whatever. The same fear that caused me to lose sleep 2 days ago started to grip me. Again, as I met with a text, you met with a horrible fate happened to you for the 3rd time. There has to be some kind of meaning behind that. Because you deleted Ben's file. Imagine that was the reason. That probably is the fucking reason. Anyway. I had a little time to ponder as I was immediately giving another small cutscene of transforming into a Zora. And now I found myself in Great Temple Bay. Hesitant but curious to see what the game had in store for me. I slowly made my way towards the beach where I found Epona again. I wonder why the game decided to put her there. Was the game implying that she was trying to get a drink? Unable to take the mask off, I decided that Writing C wasn't the reason she was placed there. Wow, there is more videos. Anyway. Suddenly, it looked like... Suddenly, I realized that Epona kept neighing. And the way she was angled... when she was angled made it look like she was trying to single a point to me off in the distance. It was a hunch, but I dove into the Great Bay and started swimming. Sure enough, I almost missed it. I found something in the bottom of the ocean. One last elegy of emptiness statue. I went down to examine it, and suddenly my Zora started doing a choking animation I'd never seen a Zora do before. Which didn't even make sense because Zoras can breathe underwater. That's weird. Regardless, my character choked to death and died. And again, the statue was the only thing that highlighted my death. I didn't respawn this time. I was booted back to the main menu as if I restarted the console. Fuck. The press start screen was before me. I knew the only reason why it would put me here is because the save files changed again. Taking a deep breath, I pressed start and I was right. The new save files told me about Ben. What? Now it made sense why the statue appeared when I tried to go into the laundry pool. The game must have anticipated how I would try to escape the day 4 clock town. The 2 save files told me his fate. As I expected, Ben was dead. He had drowned. The game isn't through with me. It taunts me further with the save files. It wants me to keep playing. It wants me to go further, but I am done with this shit. I'm not touching any more of the files. This is already too horrifying for me. And I don't believe in the paranormal, but I'm running out of explanations. Why would someone send me this message? I don't get it. I just get too depressed thinking about this. This footage is up here for people who want to see it and try to analyze it. Maybe there's some coded messages in the gibberish or something symbolic in what I went through. I'm too emotionally and mentally drained to fuck with it anymore. Okay. Number post 3. Jesus. Why is this fucking nerve-wracking, dude? Okay, anyway. Post 3. This might be the longest fucking video ever. Anyway. I know it's early in the morning. I stay up all night. I can't sleep. I don't care if people see this. That's not the point. I just want to get the word to get spread so I don't suffer for nothing. I've just lost the will to type about this. The less I dwell on this, the better. I think the video just speaks for itself. I did what you guys told me to do. I played the LGBT song at the first prompt by the game I was given. But I think that's what the game or Ben. Jesus Christ. I can't believe I'm even humoring the absurd idea that he's this in the game wanted me to do. He's following me now, not just in the game, he's in my dreams. I see him all the time, behind my back, just watching me. I haven't gone to any of my classes. I stayed in my dorm room with the windows up and the blinds shut. That way I know he can't watch me, but he still gets me when I play. When I play, he can still see me. This game, the game is scaring me now. It talked to me for the first time, not just using tech that's already in the game. It spoke to me, talked to me. It referenced Ben. It talked to me. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it wants. I never want this. I just want my own life back. Jesus Christ. Stuff like this doesn't happen to people like me. I'm just a kid. Not even old enough to drink yet. It's not fair. I want to go home. I want to see my parents again. I'm so far away from home here at this school. I just want to hug my mom again. I just want to forget that statue's horrible blank face. My original game falls back just the way I left it. The way I left it before it was gone. I don't want to play anymore. I feel like something bad will happen if I don't, but that's impossible. It's a video game. Haunted or not, it can't hurt me, right? Like, seriously though, it can't, right? That's what I keep telling myself, but every time I think about it, I'm not so sure. He's going insane. Oh shit. The next one's his roommate. So, let me just clear things up. I know you guys are worried, but Justable is okay. He finished moving out today. He says he's going back home. He's just taking this semester off. I'm not really sure what's happened, but I have a vague idea. But I have a vague idea, but you guys probably know more than I do. I'm Justable's roommate, and obviously I knew something was wrong with him for a few days now. He stayed in his room all the time, fell out of contact with literally all of his friends, and I'm pretty sure he hasn't been eating hardly anything. After the second day, I couldn't stay in there anymore, so I've been crashing at a buddy's place. Only coming to my room to get stuff I need. I tried talking to him several times, but he would cut me off or keep this conversation brief when I asked him about his strange behavior, like he was convinced something was haunting him. Hunting him? Fuck. I said haunting. It's hunting. Yesterday, I came to grab my philosophy book, and he approached me looking awful, like horrible legs under his eyes. He handed me a flash drive and gave me specific instructions. He told me he needs to do one last favor to him. He finally explained to me what's going on, gave me the info to his YouTube account, and told me that he's getting away from here, that it lured him to play it again instead of trying to change things, and that he shouldn't have done that. And to upload the footage and inform people what happened. I told him that he could do it himself, and he got his wild look in his eye and told me that he's never looking at that game again. And it's the last thing he said to me. He never even said bye when his parents came to pick him up. I never even got to meet his parents. I honestly can't tell you what happened. When he spoke about it, it was kind of hard to understand. I mean, his fucked up appearance really distracted me. On the flash drive, there was the footage of the game last night with a text document with his name and password for YouTube, a third document called the truth.txt, containing what he told me were his notes that he took in. He told me that this would mean everything to him, and that I followed his instructions exactly. Normally I wouldn't be so to the letter for a request over a fucking video game. But the way he spoke and the way he looked made me know this is really serious, and I'm gonna honor that. I've had this video since yesterday, but had to have someone help me use Pinnacle. That's not really my forte. Thus, after watching it, I had to go back and look at his other videos on his YouTube account to realize what was going on, and even then I'm really confused. The video is releasing tonight. The truth.txt will be released September 15th like he requested. I haven't dared peek at it yet, so the first time I see it will be the first time you see it. I respect to my friend. To answer the questions, no, I have not tried calling him yet. I think I'm gonna give him a call tomorrow to see if he's okay or not. He should have got back home from now. about the video, in this video, I cut straight to when he loaded the bin file in the game. Looking back, I realized that Justable left the save selection screen in because it said different names every time, so my bad for that. But it all said this time was the same at the end of his last video, Lincoln Ben. Nothing different. I wasn't there when he played it, but it looks to me like the beginning when he first spawns, he's testing out his equipment or seeing what items he has because apparently that changed around me before. Then after that, I think the game just got too personal for him. Okay, the final post. And that's when the video posted. So it says, "Hey guys, Justable here." I'll not say his name. This will be the last time you hear from me, and my final gift to you. These are the notes that I've taken and the realizations I've made. Before I delve into this, I want to thank you for following me and thank you for listening. That's what I should say. Anyway, it feels like the weight of a pop-up burden is about to be lifted. But by the time you read this, I won't be around anymore. But after spending 4 days with this man in game, I've begun to understand what's really at play here, and hopefully after reading this, we can ensure this never happens again. That's scary. Ugh. There are things I could not share with you while this is going on due to the circumstances which I will explain. With Ben blocking any attempt I made to try and relay the truth to you, I tried ever so subtly to warn you guys in various ways amidst the chaos and my delirium. I devised to make a barely noticeable pattern in my videos. In all 5 videos I recorded over the 4 days, I've either had the mask of truth, interacted with a gossip stone, or the lens of truth equipped at some point. For you Zelda enthusiasts, these are all symbols of honesty and trustworthy. And I would hope that one of you may have picked up on the reference. As I played the file, which I would name Ben, being mindful on how Ben was watching over my every move in the game, I made a point to avoid doing anything too obvious, but I sent a hidden message to you guys. I never equipped the lens of the mask, nor visited a stone. It worked and the video was uploaded. I prayed someone wouldn't notice the my fucking God. I prayed that someone would notice the pattern didn't apply to Ben. God, I can't speak. Fuck. Hold on. Okay. The tags followed suit too. I hope you guys pay attention to those as well. They are my little messages to you. Nothing big enough that would catch Ben's attention or make him suspect anything, with Ben manipulating and changing my files. I honestly hope that what you guys saw was close to what actually happened, but there's no way for me to know. This might be a pretty long read, but I don't have time to prove it or making my research pretty, but here it all is. Oh God, here we go. So September 6, 2010. Can't believe what happened. I'm not sure if this is all some elaborate hoax, despite the fear. I can't help but be exceptionally curious about all this. Who or what is the statue? Lots of questions here. I'm starting this document. It's a diary, so I keep track of everything. I'm typing up a summary of what happened so I can come back to it later. And the next parts are September 7th, 2010, so 2:10 a.m. Summary was posted here. You can go back and look at my first post for day 4 for that. Okay, so 4:23 a.m. I can't sleep. I've been trying so hard, but the harder I try, I just get more restless. I just feel that statue is appearing every time I close my eyes, or whenever I close my eyes. Okay. 8:20 a.m. Didn't sleep at all. Just gonna start my day. I don't think I have the energy to go to class today. I'm gonna drive back down, talk to the old man, take my buddy Tyler with me just in case. 1:18 p.m. back home now. No sign of the old man. Really weird that he appears to be moving the next day, but maybe the first sale sign was there yesterday and I just didn't notice it. Tyler wants to know what got me all working up. I didn't tell him. Going to eat, feel like death. 3:46 p.m. Cause when driving back from Subway that I saw the LG statue buried in some shrubbery staring at me go by. Now I definitely need sleep. 5 p.m. I don't think a lot of people would believe me if what I told them was happening. I think I'm gonna try posting this on the internet. Just think I'll just use a summary. Those notes are pretty sporadic. 6 p.m. Connect my capture card to my computer to upload the footage. Thought my computer froze for a second. Made a straight popping sound when I hooked everything up. But now it seems to be working fine again. My computer can't die on me now. Hold on. Sorry about that. Too much water. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, sorry, too much water. Okay, so 7 p.m. Footage is finished uploading. The quality's a lot better than I thought it would be. Gee, I guess this really is a special cartridge. I never had it come through this clear before. 8:45 p.m. Thought I saw an icon pop up on my desk that looked like the statue's face for a split second. Gave me quite the scare. Getting really unnerved and delirious. I'm gonna crash after this. 9 p.m. Began uploading my YouTube video on an alternate account. 9:03 p.m. I don't remember having uploaded a Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines video this last year. This is probably the account I shared with a friend of mine last summer. I hope he doesn't mind me using it to upload this. And then the last one for this. 9:55 p.m. Posted my summary of day 4 with a link to the YouTube video. Going to try to stay awake, but I'm so tired right now. Okay, now it's September 8th of 2010. 10:48 a.m. I had a dream about the statue. I dreamed it was following me in my dream. That I would be minding my own business. When I feel my neck hair stand up on end, I would turn around that horrible, lifeless thing, was staring with empty eyes right at me, mere inches away. Oh wait, this is the same thing, I just realized. So this is like his actual notes about it. Okay. Okay, never mind. I don't think I need to read this. Yeah, let me just look through it, so. Yeah, it's saying he just want to play the game again at 11:21 a.m. He doesn't want to play the game again. 1:35 p.m. He said there's no one there. Yeah, this is pretty much the thing. Trying to go look at random ones. Okay, well this is something different. So it's at 2:45 p.m. I've been getting random inexplicable headaches during the lack of sleep. I keep hearing that song in my head. Also, it's food season, so I gotta be careful not to get sick. My immune system is gonna be shit right now because of that all-nighter. But nothing for 3 at 3 p.m. Okay, he put like clever bot things. So then like 3:02, he said my computer just on its own opened a text document and wrote the words hi and www.cleverbot.com by itself. What the fuck? And then he shows the Cleverbot thing. It says hello. Cleverbot says hi. It's like, who is this? How are you able to control my computer? Cleverbot says, who am I? Right, I forgot you're a bot. Cleverbot's like, do you really think that? And then, listen, I know whoever's fucking with my computer can see my screen right now. Thing says yes. He says, yeah, and I wager you're one of those IT kids think it's tough shit. You know what you're doing right now is illegal, right? Is it? No shit. Are you familiar with the terms division privacy? Get the fuck off my computer, kid. I am your computer. He is. Cool story. Anyway, I'm calling DPS. You picked a bad time to fuck with me, kid. Should I wait until you play the game then? Then what? That game. Majora's Mask? Yes. How do you know about that? Because of what? I did it. Did what? I played with you. What the fuck? Were you scared? Who the fuck is this? Ben. The statue? You're in my computer now? Yes. How? You connected me. How the hell did I connect you? Cables and cords. How? Tell me about yourself. What do you mean? What is it that really scares you? What the fuck? Answer. No. Answer. What the fuck? How the fuck did you just open that by yourself? I'm your computer now. How much can you control? All. What do you want from me? To entertain. You're stuck inside there. You can't hurt me? Huh. Question mark. Go play. No, you can't hurt me. Took you longer to type that. So? You're not sure. If you're so powerful, why use a ridiculous website like this to chat with me? Less messy, more structured, fun. Fun? Yes, tradition. I like it. You think it's funny, amusing, and my notes, you may write them down. Why are you letting me? It's amusing to see what you think of me. What the fuck? And then he's like, then he starts freaking out about it, saying, like, so 3:50 p.m. What have I done? I invited to my computer. Continue to write these notes, write my summaries. Like I'm a prisoner in my one place of security. I don't know. I don't know if I'm hallucinating or not. I feel like I'm fucking insane right now. I can feel it watching over me, even as I type this. Ben's controlling everything in the game, toying with me, even like a sheep, but for what? What's its purpose? I know Ben drowned. But why these hauntings? What the fuck am I even doing? You can probably even see this right now. Another one at 7:18 p.m. Ben called me to Cleverbot again. He told me that he's sorry and wants to be free, and I can free him. That like how he got on my computer from the capture card. He can spread, but he needs my help. He said I'm special because I can help him. That's the first night thing he said. He promises to leave me alone if I did. He swears he will. I don't know what to think right now. How can I even trust this thing? And then another one. 7:20 p.m. I'm terrified of it. But now it's saying that it was just having fun. It's a twisted and fucked up version of fun. His saying the game is over. I do want it to be over. He said he wants to be freed and he's trapped in the cartridge in my computer. He wants to be freed. I don't want to have to deal with this shit. I don't know how how long I can deal with watching. It's watching my every move, every keystroke. I have nothing private anymore. It knows everything that's in a computer. It tells that if I wanted it to do horrible things to it. But it hasn't, so should I trust it? Something tells me I'm being played again like in the game at 8:01. Then Ben coming to Cleverbot again. I ignored him, went to go take a shower. When I came to my laptop, I was walking with the image of the LG statue look staring me at my dead eyes. That was 9:25 and oh god. So 9:44, 9:56, 10:06, and 12 p.m. All the same thing. Fuck you, Ben, I'm not talking to you. Fuck you, Ben, I'm not talking. Fuck you, Ben, I'm not talking to you. Fuck you, Ben, I'm not talking to you. He's going crazy. He's going insane. And then 10:45. It's been more than half an hour and the message has stopped. Ben has stopped. I'm beginning to think that Ben isn't confined to my computer cartridge. I'm beginning to feel something. It's hard to explain. I've never been spiritual, but there's something different about the air in my dorm room now. 11:42. I'm beginning to see the LG statue appear randomly as I search the internet in places I shouldn't. Places where he shouldn't be. I scrolling down. I suddenly see a picture of the LG statue. Always the LG statue. I don't know how much more of this I can take. Okay, yeah, there's the thing like where he pretty much like says like, yeah, Ben's watching you, saying there's no mention of him. Yeah, I just feel it's like the notes and stuff is like he's not responding, not Cleverbot. Like he's mad at me. Yeah, there's just a lot. I don't even know, like, I don't know if this counts as a story because there's just a lot of other shit on it. Well, let me try to... Okay, so this one's talking about the moon children, seeing faces, all fucked up, yeah. I should probably read the other cover bot thing. Yeah, so this is a other cover bot thing. I'll just read this because that was just like a fucked up fucking moonchild dream. So it says, "Answer me, Ben. Welcome back. What's the point of doing this? Why? Amusing to see. How? Fun to play, fun to toy with you, make you feel safe. I wonder how you would have reacted to what? If I haven't revealed myself and stayed hidden, only doing little things to play with you. Close out your windows, turn off your computer, move your mouse by itself, little things. Makes you wonder if I'm there, but you'll never know. Give you hints, little hints that I am. I want to do something different with you. You did this before? Yes, and I'll do it again. To who, Ben? Did you know Ben? Won't tell that information to you. How did Ben die? You know. No, but how did he drown? Won't tell that to you. Why? It's reserved for another. Who? Another who asks. When? Later. Jesus. This guy's threatening his room. And then him literally begging Ben to, like, say, like, I'm gonna play the game again. Yeah, this guy's just pretty much going insane at this point. He's just going insane. I'm just gonna summer it up at this point. Jesus Christ, this is way too long. And then the next hoverbot thing. What is it? What's the point of playing? I die whenever I do anything. You die because you can't figure out the secret. What? Thematic. What the fuck are you talking about? Their beauty and their suffering. Closed. Play the game again, and then just summary of all the episodes. It's up. Apparently, like, okay, so apparently the drown playthrough wasn't up at all and censored, and a whole video summary of what he doesn't remember what doing. Ben's not letting him go to YouTube. The air is fucking making him freak out. He can't contact Ben on the Cleverbot. He's hearing the song. Now he's starting to see shit. Damn, that's crazy. So it's just him going crazy at this point. I'm just gonna sum that up, and then that's where my notes end. I flood my room, taking the cartridge with me. I don't want to go into details of what happened. I'll lose my train of thought as I hammer out these last details. It's been roughly 2 days since then. This is my last summer in service to you. One final video. One of the final video that you guys saw. Oh my fucking god. Matt WMMV. Jesus. The last video entry I made, Mad.WMV, began as normal. I was spawned in the clock tower as usual, and nothing seemed to be out of place. Determined to set things right and play the oath to order on top of clock tower on the 4th day. I prepared myself. I sped up time and got to the final day and making my way to the observatory. As I got up to the telescope room and his process examiner, he would not let me look into his telescope. He told me that it would be cheating and I should follow the rules. Despite my repeated efforts, the game would not let me do the 4th day glitch, no matter how hard or what I tried. I tried working around the game and doing the glitch, but it was adamant at this time. Regardless of if I simply had the illusion of free will in prior games, this time the game became more aggressive than anything I've ever seen. It eventually told me to go to a kind of canon where the game would end and it would stop haunting me. Anxious and desperate to end this nightmare, I played the song of soaring and ended up there. I was told to check my inventory that I would find the answers there to end the game. I arrived at a kind of canyon and saved my progress of the owl statue. As I searched my inventory, I finally noticed I was missing a recurring song, the Elegy of Emptiness. Honestly, once I traveled there and learned the song, I suppose that was the last thing it needed before Ben decided it had enough fun playing with me. Ben's manipulator. He tries to fool his victims into security and make you drop your guard like a Phoenix flytrap. He ensnares them. I'm nothing but a puppet to him. He enjoys seeing what kind of human emotions you can tap to by doing different things. There's still some things about this whole experience that don't make sense, but then again, I was never good at figuring these things out, and I'm not exactly in the right state of mind to. I'm giving you all the pieces of the puzzle for you to analyze and piece together the missing links. I'm typing these closing thoughts on my library computer on campus, and I've emailed myself a note, so I have started my infected computer from the last 4 days. I'm then gonna combine those copy-paste those notes with the closing openings that I typed here on the saved public computer into one text document. I'm not taking any chances splitting Ben. I would not wish his whole torment on anyone, and I made sure to have my bases covered here. I didn't want any problems with Ben when I was back on my computer trying to email myself the notes went right under his fucking nose. He has no idea what he just let me do. He had no problem opening the text document from my infected computer in my email either. I can't describe you how it feels to finally be able to get the word out in this post. The nightmare ends here. God. And then that said, do not download any of the videos or anything about my videos through a YouTube video, audio ripper, screen grab, whatever. I don't know how he can spread, but I know just watching them on YouTube / reading my text won't allow him to spread. Otherwise, he wouldn't need my help in the first place. But I strongly recommend you do not take anything you see as streaming online onto your own personal computer. My throat is fucking dying. This will be my last posting. And putting up this form here for the world. If you see any further posts from me after today's current date, September 12th, and after the current time, 12:08 a.m., discredit them. It's already been proven to me that Ben can access my account password and manipulate my computer. And like I said, I have no idea to what extent it can do this, but just know it would do anything to break free. He is desperate. To ensure your safety, just forget about me, please. Fuck. And obviously this goes without saying, but here on out, do not download any images I may put up, any files or anything. This 5th day will be my last day. I'm gonna burn the cartridge and come back and destroy my laptop. Again, even though I don't even know you, and it's just sort of bittersweet for me. I mean, it kind of is, because it feels already an hour long. This semester, I didn't really have any friends, or rather, I stopped paying attention to them. But I suppose that's partially to blame, since I'm the genius who picked to live in a single. I suppose someone to get a hold of me and save me before I got too immersed in this game. I would literally save my life. What? However, it proved too much for me. I'm just glad it happened to me, and I can get the warning out so that Ben dies here. Lastly, thank you for taking the time to open this and open yourselves up to me by hearing my story. But despite maybe not believing me, you didn't have to do that. Really, you shouldn't have. Support this entire time to keep me going, and I'm finally free of this. Thanks again, Justable. Holy shit. 1 hour. 1 hour of reading, bro. My throat hurts. My fucking throat hurts, guys. And I'm disturbed from this. My throat is fucking in agony right now. You guys can already tell my throat was dying during this. Holy fuck. And yeah, the other notes, it was just him pretty much going insane, so. I did not think the story was gonna be this long. Holy shit. This might be my fucking favorite. I think before I actually do the videos, I'm just gonna go to YouTube and do it. Oh my god. It feels like 2 million years since I've heard this music. Okay, so obviously I'm gonna play the song he's talking about, you know, the song of unhealing. The reverse song of healing. And then I'm probably just gonna turn it around and hopefully we can find the fucking video of this. Holy crap. My throat hurts. It's probably the longest you guys ever heard me talk without, like, taking a break. Jesus. If this is improving, I'm normal. Jesus Christ. My throat is in pain. I'm a crabber. Great fucking story, but Jesus. As long as it make you feel like a... What the fuck? I can't, bro. I'm in pain. My throat hurts. My throat hurts. Okay, so here's the one he's talking about. Hold on. Holy shit. I'm in pain. I'm sorry, I'm in pain. Anyway. There's the song. Jesus Christ. Goated fucking song. Anyway. Here's the song. God. I'm in pain. Imagine hearing that for like 50 times. I would die. Jesus Christ, bro. I'm alright. I need a second, I'm sorry. Imagine hearing this for like a fucking hour. Yeah. Okay. Of course, here goes. Okay, hold on. I just found a comment from me 5 years ago. So I was like, this is like realizing how fucked up your mind can get. Think of your alter ego, evil side while listening to this, and you know what I mean. Trippy. Huh? Huh? What? What was I on? Well, yeah, actually. It's probably what Z listens to fall asleep, I swear to God. I can't fall asleep to this. I'll lose my mind. Especially after reading the story. Jesus Christ, bro. Fuck that. God. Let's just plays it twice, but still, over 50 times in the story. I would have fucking, at that point, Jesus Christ. I might as well play the whole song because my throat's in pain. Yeah, holy shit. Oh shit, I found his channel. Hold on, let's actually watch these. Hold on. Okay, I found his channel, but let me go to the channel. There we go. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Jesus Christ. They're so... Oh my God, they're... What the fuck? Oh my God. Hold on. Okay, there's way too much, but I'm just gonna do the ones that story we're talking about. So the first four. Hold on. Okay, hold on. We're gonna watch the ones the story we're talking about. There's way more though. Jesus. I'm in pain. Okay. Fuck. Oh God, there it is. This is 5 minutes, by the way. Jesus. There's way more videos, though. I'll just say that. There it is. God. Fuck's sake. What the fuck? Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus. Help. Nice timing. Nice timing. Oh my God. Oh dear God. I'm disturbed. Okay. Yeah, I know that sound. Sorry. Fuck my life. I am very disturbed right now. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm cheap. You know, screw the remakes. We're just gonna watch the rental at this point. Fucking hell. No, there. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay then. I heard it. There's the chugging. Okay, it's almost over. Day 4's almost over. Holy shit. Sorry. What the f- Why that scared me? That scared the shit out of me? Oh God, there it is. Your turn. That's not why. Why are you showing the end? It's 56 minutes. We're not gonna do that. Fuck that. There's like way more parts in this, but we're not gonna watch that. There's been. Fuck that. Okay. Time for bed. Time for bed. Holy fuck, yeah. That's the sound effect? Oh my god. There's a hesitation. 6 minutes. Fuck. Click yes, damn it. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh god. I mean, the music's normal, kind of. I'm terrified. What is that? Oh dear God. Jesus fuck. There's a Deco scrub that we're talking about. Why is there a dog just there? What the fuck? Yeah. Oof. There it is. What a terrible fate, haven't you? Jesus fucking. Why am I disturbed from this? So, nice phone over there. Was I losing it? Yeah, that right there. What the fuck? It's the whole fucking series, by the way. I might as well link this whole playlist because there's way more. That is Epona. Skull Kid. A fucking statue. Yeah, I wasn't kidding. It's staring. It's staring. It's fucking staring. What was that? Okay, flash warning, Jesus Christ. And there's that. Oh, why am I scared? Why am I scared? Yeah, there's Epona. I'll just say right now, people, I'm just witnessing this. Oh my God. That's scary. There's been the mask again. Okay, now it's time for drowned. Jeez, why am I scared? 6 minutes again, here we go. What? I don't know what that means. No music. Oh, I remember seeing this actually. I remember seeing this video. This looks familiar. What? Flash warning for these? Okay, Jesus, dude. Good God. What is happening? It is, dude, I'm, fuck. You son of a, I'm okay. Yeah, I forgot you had to get this fucking thing. Okay. I think Deku boy. Oh Jesus. Look, Deku boy, that's not even a Deku. Fuck. You shouldn't have done that. Oh, dear God, it's back. You shouldn't have done that. Fuck, I don't like this. It's still saying that you should have done that. I don't like this. I'm scared. It's still saying it. Oh my fucking god.
What's up?
Thanks, Navi. Ben is getting lonely. Don't do that. You fucking, oh my god. This isn't fake. I'm actually fucking disturbed right now. The knocking isn't open. Sorry. You motherfucker. I'm gonna see this thing in my fucking nightmares. You fucking... Okay. I'm okay. Shut the fuck up. Why am I gonna cry? That's what it feels like right now. I have to go to work tomorrow. Link Ben. Okay, no last one for this. Adjustable. And then I'll put this playlist down. So there's Free Children, The Father, The Truth, Last Hero, The Moon Children, The Prisoner, Heavy Mass Salesman, Dying World, Predecessor, Showdown, Final Hours, and then The End. I'm not watching all of this. I'm gonna end up dying. I'm just gonna link it in the description. So this is the last one they put in the story. So. I'll be done after this. Fuck. I'm done after this. The story itself took way too fucking long. I'm sorry. I might find this actual game and play it, by the way, for like a series. We'll see though. Because I might want to play Legend of Zelda. It's a good series, but this is fucking terrifying. This is really well fucking made. I'm gonna play the Song of Healing as the outro. I don't care. Terrifying. I'm a fucking crab. How long is this one actually? It's 7 minutes. Fuck. Oh, fuck you. Why? I fucking hate reading this. I fucking hate read-eds. That goddamn screaming is in my fucking nightmares. I swear to God. are they supposed to have at this point? I can't tell. Why are you changing it to that? Does that even do anything in the game? This is things I actually don't fucking understand. Why you? Really? I'm just disturbed, you fool. I can't do this. Of course, this fucking shit. I'm not gonna watch the rest of this off camera, by the way. What the fuck are you saying? I don't understand you. That's the LGBT Emptiness song, isn't it? Oh dear God. What is this supposed to do in the game? That's my question. Why is this so fucking terrifying? Why is the whole room blue? I don't like this. Fuck! Murked. Holy shit! Literally murked. Why is he smiling? The fuck? What? What does that sound? Literally murdered? Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Yeah, What is this fucking bend? I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking scream. It's just the main game so far. I guess. I don't know. I haven't played this game. I sound tired because I had to read for fucking 1 hour already. My throat hangs. Anyway. Yes, I'm gonna watch all of this at the end, by the way. I'll probably put my response in the fucking description or something. I'm gonna cry at the end. Oh dear God. They dragged you to hell. Are you? Be a little secret, okay? Why? Why? so loud. Me right now. God. There's the map file. Yeah, I can't do this no more. I can't do this. Okay, yeah, that's it. I'm done. I can't do it. I can't do this. I'm like a mix between disturbed and just tired because I had to read for like an hour, bro. Yeah, I'm in pain. Yeah, that was something, alright. So let me see how many figures there are. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And I'm gonna link this playlist down in the... Yeah, I'm gonna link this playlist, you know, down in the description because I really don't want to watch all of it on here. I'm gonna end up crying if I do. Oh my god. Okay, anyway. Can I just get the normal song of healing? So I cannot die. Just play that so I cannot die. Yeah, I'm gonna play the number 1 10 hours. I'm fucking pain. Okay. Okay, yeah, guys, that's the video. I know I said I was gonna do other remakes, but honestly, this itself just deserves the creator's shit, honestly. I didn't expect it to be that long, but Jesus. Okay, so that one person that requested this, I can definitely see why you wanted me to do it first. Because it's really well written, very long, and it's actually kind of unnerving. Yeah, it's actually kind of like unnerving. And I just don't know what to say. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I can see why a lot of people like this one, though. That goddamn fucking elegy of emptiness thing is gonna be stuck in my fucking mind forever. And I'm gonna wanna cry. But, yeah. And I'll link this song in the description, too, by the way. This 10-hour loop. Yeah, I'll probably link the, you know, I'm gonna link the original post. I'm gonna link the playlist because that's literally where I got the videos from. And obviously, for the fuck of it, I'm gonna link the original song, the Song of One Healing, and then this version because, yeah. I don't know if there's any remakes, but honestly, I feel like it would be better. It's just better to react to the one that the creator made because I don't know. I don't think anybody else could like recreate something that fucking scary. Honestly, to me, it's fucking unnerving as shit. But it's because like it's my first time actually reading the story because I actually haven't. And yeah, I could tell this shit this fucking hell, dude. But yeah, my throat hurts. I'm disturbed. And I want to play this game. That's yeah, my throat hurts. I'm disturbed, and I want to play the original fucking Majora's Mask now. Yeah, I don't know. But, yeah. I don't know what to say, but... Justable or whatever his name is, props. You made a fucking great story. And the way it's written, it seems realistic, but, like... Obviously, you know, cursed games, I can't see that, but, like... him freaking out about everything afterwards, that's realistic to me. Like, I could tell why this fucking story is, like, you know, really fucking popular now. Like I said, I haven't read it, but Jesus Christ. Because I only knew the song One Healing is a scary song, but now I can't listen to it anymore. I used to listen to it and be like, this is kind of peaceful. Now I want to fucking die listening to it. Listening to this kind of helps, but the Song of One Healing is honestly fucking terrifying now to me, Jesus. But, yeah. I need to do more of these, because this is fun. And I don't know what to do for the next episode. I could do Abandoned by Disney or something, but it's up to you guys if you want me to do it. Either give me suggestions or I'll choose one. For me, it's probably gonna be Abandoned by Disney, but if you guys have any other ones I could probably read, I'll do it. I think I'm also gonna do one for like a side series just for the shit ones. You know, the shit pastas. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do like a whole series just for that too, because honestly, I just feel like that would be funny. Yeah, I'm bringing back the Mudahar shit, you know, where we used to read like Weird Twisted and shit like that. I'm gonna try to bring that back, I guess. Even though my throat is fucked, but whatever. I mean, I know, I can't read. Shut up. But yeah, like honestly, I feel like I had the most fun with this episode so far. Just saying. But holy fuck, like I don't know what to say. Great fucking story. Those videos fucking really well made, and yeah, that's my final thoughts on it. I guess if I'm gonna give the pasta rating, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Not a 10 out of 10 because, you know, I don't know, it just feels like it's a lot. It's a lot to read. It's the only bad part. Yeah, think about that. The only bad part is there's a lot to read for the story. And it still gets a 9 out of 10. But, yeah. I guess that's the next episode of reading and reacting to creepypastas. And if people try to recreate this, then first off, you can't. Because those videos, I'm gonna watch the rest of that and see if it gets any scarier, and if it does, I might just fucking cry. But yeah. But yeah. Just if you hit the video, and if you didn't, if you hit this, I'm not great. Hit the subscribe button and bell to join the chat. I said sick words already back on the day, but to join the Mario chat. I'm gonna call it that from now on. No, to join the Shingao realm. How about that? Yeah, to join the Shingao realm. Yeah. All my links are down there, and obviously the links for the pasta, the playlist for that whole story, and this song, and the reversed version. No, I'm not giving you the 10 hours reverse version. You're gonna die. You're getting the 2-minute one. I don't want no one to die. Anyway, but yeah, all those will be in the description. All of my friends and other channels and my social media. But yeah, my Discord server's down there too if you want to join. My subreddit, even though it's dead as fuck. But yeah. But yeah. Fuck, what else did I say? Remember the quote about the book? Man, it's okay to not be okay. Have hope. How much damage though? Wait. What did I do? There we go. God, I'm losing my mind already. Jesus Christ. Is this the first video, or like, I hope this has become a thing, like where I read the story, I watch the videos related to it, and I'm disturbed as fuck till I forget shit. This better not become a trend. Because yeah, I don't read a lot of creepypastas, but Jesus Christ. Yeah. gonna try to calm down and just watch the rest of that. Probably cry a little bit. But yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. It might be abandoned by Disney. We'll see. But yeah. Bye, people. My throat fucking hurts.